How's it going, guys? I wanted to answer a question today here on Code Tech Tutorials that I've gotten on a few comments on my Blender video editing tutorials. And that is simply, should you be using Blender for video editing? The short answer is no. You probably shouldn't be using Blender for video editing. Just because something can do something doesn't mean you should use it. The main reason is it's just not made for it. It's not a video editor. Blender is a 3D model making program. It just happens to have a video editor with it because you can timeline things and you can sequence them and then you can render that out into a video. It just supports all that. So, the standard timeline stuff. That's the whole reason it has a video editor. So this has a location, starts here. If I keyframe it where it is and then go over here and say, hey, at this keyframe I want it to be like over here. Save that. Then you can video play it back essentially. So that's the whole reason it seems to have a video editor, is just because it supports these animations and stuff, and that's like a video type thing. So when we go to new video editing, yeah, we get this whole sequencer. It's the same. It's essentially the same sequencer it uses for the 3D stuff. There's a few problems I've ran into that have actually made me stop using this as a video editor, and I'm going to talk about those and show you those just for full awareness. I am on the latest version as of today. It's October 25th, 2020. For sake of reference, I have two main issues, and I'm going to also come to some resolutions. So I'm going to open a recent one. I'm going to open a video that I was messing around with that actually gave me some real issues. Okay, so it has some issues with sound. It just bugs out with sound. Generally sounds okay, like if you just got one sound file or two sound files, but where it starts having an issue, and this, as far as I can tell, started happening in this latest version, 2.9. I don't remember having this issue in 2.8 of Blender. So if you have a sound, like for example, so I'm going to click here in the sequencer and hit play, and you can see what it's like. A goblin bushwhacker, little kicker goblin. You heard the little ka-ching sound, right? So I copied and pasted over here, same ka-ching sound for another one. I'll just play Super Timmy Goblin. Gotta love him. Seems to work okay. So what happens, so say I take this and I copy, Control C, and paste. I want to put it like, I don't know, maybe right here, and just play it back. So I'll hit play here and just watch. Actually, maybe I'll just go over in here. There shouldn't be any audio of this ka-ching playing right here, but just listen. And we've got a goblin sharpshooter. Yeah, all you gotta do is copy and paste an audio file, and that happens. I did report this issue to Blender, so they know about it. If you try to ever copy and paste music or whatever to make it play a second time, this crazy nuttiness happens of it playing a million times at really loud volume. So this has been a real issue with editing videos because, you have sound effects. You want to reuse a sound effect? Well, you can't really, because this happens. Now, I will say that when you render it, you don't know what's going to happen. Like, it might be fine. It might do all kinds of weird stuff with these copied sounds. You just don't know. So that's a major issue for video editors. You no longer have control over the sound. You don't know what's going to happen with the sound. So that kind of stinks. But the other issue, and that's if you're editing like a big video. I'm going to open this big one here that I was editing. It's super slow. I've proxied out this whole timeline to the smallest proxies possible. Going to, proxy and cache. You can't see because my face is in the way. I'll bring this over. All right, so yeah, I've proxied this all out, is all I'm saying. I did the whole go to proxy and cache, click a clip, do the rebuild, that the standard thing, set it to 25%, set the view to proxy size. Doesn't seem to matter because it still does this. I don't know. Let's just go to an area of the clip. Let's just go right here. Because I've proxied it down to small, it's really low res. But if I click over here, be here a while. Long while. Now just imagine you're editing like a video that's like, I don't know, say around an hour long. And any time you click, you have to wait 5 to 10 minutes. We're like going back to the 1960s, 1970s of computer error right here with this video editor at this point. So that's a major problem. This is actually the major one. The sound one I was able to kind of work around. It wasn't too bad. But this one right here is such a major time sink when you're editing bigger videos that just don't. You can literally go install a different editor, get it set it up, and learn it before you could finish one of these videos. So it just gets really ridiculous. And I can hear my hard drive like going nuts. I have a large spinning disk hard drive for these large video files, which, yeah, sure, it's a little slow, but it's doing some amount of excessive work. They've got some faulty or lackluster programming, we'll say, behind this audio or this stuff. So there's some issues they need to fix before this is usable again. And if it is usable, I'll probably make another video and update you guys. Well, what's the good about it? Why would you use Blender, and why do I say it depends as the long answer? Well, Blender can do about everything. You can do fades, unique edits, masking, transforms, speed controls, special effects. Just about anything you set your mind to, you can do with Blender. So that's the good thing. And it's installable on just about anything. You can install it on anything for free. But the sound and the slowness issues are too real for me. So what's the solution? I don't know. Like, this has been locked up. This whole time I've been talking, this has just been straight locked up. Just by going to a different area in the video, just by like clicking somewhere, it's like it's reading and writing a 400 gig file just to switch to a different area. I don't know what it's actually doing, but the hard drive is making lots of noise. So I don't know why you need to do that. It's just one little area. It's just like one PNG, especially since it's all proxied. So why on earth do you need to do this much work to display one frame? I don't know. Someone really messed up there, though. That's like, oh, you need to switch to a frame that has random access, so you can just go right to it. But no, let's iterate through the whole thing from front to back and double check, triple check, check, and just go through it again. I don't know, just run through that giant loop of 5,000 items, no, 10,000 items, like 40 times before we get to the frame and display it. I don't know. It's proxied as a PNG. Just go to that frame and show that. How about you just do that? That's like literally all it has to do, is just go to that PNG and put it on the screen. Done. I don't need anything else. What the heck are you doing? All right, I could go on. I've lost hours and hours and hours of my life dealing with this. As you can see, I'm a little frustrated. No more. I'm done. I'm no longer using Blender as a video editor. You know, when it comes out with a new major version, I'll give it a try. I'll open it up and I'll try it out. And if it's good, I'll let you guys know. Alright, so let's talk about a better option. Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is the best free one I've found. The one downside to DaVinci Resolve is it seems like you have to have a good graphics card for this to run. I tried to run this on one of my laptops that has like just a default Intel graphics card, and it just straight up wouldn't run. It like had some error. Resolve seems to be pretty good. You can do just about everything with the free version of Resolve. There are some options that are locked out and are paywalled, but they don't seem to be anything super critical. So DaVinci Resolve is pretty good. That's what I would recommend instead, is just DaVinci Resolve. It's pretty easy to install. You just go download it from their website. You'll find it's not too hard to find. It's not too hard to install, and it just launches and works fine. So yeah, use that. I would say there's other options. There's Kdenlive, there's Shotcut, there's OpenShot. Those don't seem quite as good as DaVinci Resolve, just not as robust. And I will do a basic tutorial for you guys pretty soon on Resolve, on just like how to get started. I'm no expert with it. I just started using it. But I'm good enough to like do all the basic cuts, do fades, do transitions, and render out a video properly and make sure it's like, you know, good. But I think that's all you need when you get started. You just want to start with the basics. You want to start with something that's like digestible, and I think I could do that. So maybe in a video or two, I'll do that. This video is sponsored by me. That's right. I'm producing this video and I'm taking my time to do it. It's all me. There's no one else. Trying to give a shout out to my Patreon and say, hey, you can become sort of a sponsor. I'm going to be putting up some posts where you can vote on what I do next. Little as $1 a month, you can literally determine what I do next, because you'll be one of the first, and yeah, once I do those posts and it starts getting votes, that's what I'm going to focus on. That's what I'm going to start doing videos on. Because right now it's just random, as you kind of might have noticed. That's the problem with being a creator without a director, is you just kind of go wherever you feel like. You know, with some direction, hone in on certain areas that people are actually interested in. And I will pay close attention to how people react to these posts that are on my Patreon. So link below, please help out. It would mean a lot to me. Yeah. Be it you want me to focus on C++ libraries or library managers or 3D stuff or video editors or whatever it may be, C++, Python, C#, Unity, Unreal Engine, you name it. I'm pretty good at all of them. I at least know the basics of all of those, and I could dive in and get pretty good at any of them. I don't know, I'm just one of those guys that loves computers and has been doing it his whole life. So, and now that I've went to school for it and stuff, I've learned even more of the intricate details. Yeah, this is pretty much an ad for me at this point, since I'm the sponsor of this video. To the email on my channel, if you want your own whatever, me shouting you out and selling you instead. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. Alright, peace out guys. See you in the next video.